time for illegal ham in the face. But bro, where's the banjo?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Legal Ham to the Face. Let me adjust my chunky butt there. I am that fat guy. I am here with always a big Bri.
Hey, man.
And my cousin Vinny's here.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
All right. Vinny is delayed on my side. So,
yeah, you look a little
we're having
on my side.
We're having a little internet connection issues up here in the Hamm Boy studios. Brian, can you hear us all right?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Well, here we go. We're in episode 84. We're going to do a little bit of Browns talk, even though that was a heartbreaker. Got some shout outs. We got my cousin Vinny word of the day. We got our Fat Boy Tuesday, where we're going to be talking some Christmas time stuff with my cousin Polly is joining us. And we're going to do our top 3 bucket list items. So everybody get ready for that, because it's definitely going to be a show today. But first off, we always start out our show with Harold and the APA. Maybe you want to pull them up there?
Absolutely.
Our sponsor, Harold, and the APA, they just got done with their cash cup. $10,000 went out to a team, and sessions start up here in a couple weeks. So if you guys want to join, please get a hold of us, get a hold of me, Vinny, even Brian. Brian knows how to get a hold of me too. We'll get a hold of Harold and get a team set up for you. Absolutely. And we'll get everything going. Also, we got to get into our shout outs real quick. And for once, I do not have any shout outs. Dad was done and gone last week. Not feeling the greatest and kind of in and out of it. So, Brian, do you have any shout outs this week?
Yeah, let me shout out a place that we went on Saturday for dinner. Me and the wife got a double date in, and we went to the Wild Eagle Saloon in Brecksville and had a great time. We were there for probably 4 or 5 hours. It's kind of similar to what you get down in Medina at the Foundry. They had some great food. They had some games that you could play, the shuffleboard, the duck pin bowling, some video games. What set them apart a little bit was the beer wall that I was telling you today about. They have like 32 different beers, and you can go up and just try, a couple ounces of this beer, a couple ounces of that beer, and they give you a card, and you just swipe it. And so that was pretty cool. That's what kind of drew me in the first place. And then at 9 or 9:30, they had a live band on there, so they were playing some good country music, so we had a grand old time. It's a giant place. So if you're in the area, it's in Brecksville. It's right off of 77 and 82. You can actually see it from the highway. I strongly recommend you go check it out. Yeah, you can spend the whole night there. So that would be my first shout out. My second shout out is what I got right in front of me. Great Lakes Brewing Christmas sale. First one of the year. Got the first one yesterday in about the fourth quarter for the Browns, hoping I'd bring them some magic. It didn't quite work out that way, but still as good as ever, man. It tastes like Christmas. So, yeah, go get one. Hit them up.
All right, Vinny, you got your shout outs, bud.
2 shout outs. One shout out to you, because we got this awesome Kentucky bourbon straight whiskey here from Town Branch. And then on top of that, shout out to my wife who got us these amazing glasses here. And not only are they just amazing glasses, they come with real stone too for rocks glasses.
Oh yeah, it's good.
And you put them in the freezer a couple hours or so. Man, they stay cold the whole time. It was an amazing gift. I got this whole big box and package and everything. I mentioned it on the show actually when I first got it, but this is actually because the first time we brought some actual liquor back into the studio, finally had a chance to use it. So thank you, honey.
All right.
So those are my shout outs.
Now, Brian, let's get into our Gauntlet League a little bit because I was down and out and I really didn't pay attention this week to our Gauntlet League.
Mm-hmm.
So, who did you knock out somebody again, or did Juice take you out?
Nope, Juice took me out. He had a pretty good week, and I kind of crapped the bed. Yeah, I had Tom Brady and Alvin Kamara, and they got me like a combined 9 points. So, other than that, and he kicked me up my butt pretty good, so it wouldn't really have mattered. But I told you he's got a tough team, and he's got Cooper Kupp going tonight. So I was watching that game Saturday, rooting hard against Jonathan Taylor. And then I find out he had Hunter Henry, who had 2 touchdowns. And then Jonathan Taylor breaks that one at the end for like 70 or 80 yards for a touchdown. So I kind of knew it would be an uphill battle after that. So Juice, I think did Mick lose?
It didn't matter if Mick lost, did it?
Well, I mean, who would be
Juice know.
Playing? I think Chris was projected to win or to have more points than Mick. So I believe it, unless something changed, I think it's Mick and Juice now. And then Chris can kind of just sit on by and wait for his opponent for next week in the championship, or in 2 weeks for the championship. So down to 3.
Let me pull it up here real quick. Do you want to go ahead, Vinny? Why don't you go ahead and play our trivia?
Yeah.
And then we'll get into our trivia here. I believe Chris has made it all the way to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Papa Mick is playing Juice.
Okay.
So good one. Papa Mick, Papa Mick's playing Juice. So Juice and Papa Mick are down to Gauntlet, and congratulations, Chris. You made it all the way to the finals. Yeah, so you just got to sit here and wait to see who you play next. So when that happens, what do we say? It's just no matter what, it's a 1-1 race, or is it a 1-1 race to the end?
1 week showdown, final 2 teams.
All right, Chris. So congratulations on getting all the way to the end.
Rest up.
Juice and Mick, congratulations on getting all the way to the end. Never
heard of that bourbon.
Justin, it's actually really, really good.
Yeah,
right, sure.
Extremely smooth. Here, we'll put it up there again. Yeah. It's called Town Branch Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
And Chris is all sorts of pumped up that he's in. And now my phone's blowing up. Go figure that one. All right. So it's your turn for trivia time, correct?
It is my turn.
Perfect, because I didn't have anything for you today. So go ahead, bud.
Okay. Well, you know my bread and butter at this point. It's the NFL and NFL trivia. So I'm going to give you this one in hopes that you haven't heard it before, but there's a chance maybe you have. So hold your answers till the end in case. I am looking for the most passing yards in a NFL quarterback's first 16 starts.
Okay.
Give me the top 3.
Of the people or the actual yards?
The people. So okay. I'm looking for quarterbacks. So Johnny Manziel could be one of your answers. Brandon Whedon could be another.
Well, but I thought Johnny Football might be coming back to start for our Browns this past Monday, but it was that bad. But we'll get into that.
He didn't.
All right. Okay. So Next, we got you got your word chimed up.
Oh yeah.
All right, chime up your word here, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up your little banner.
Okay.
You ready for this?
You want me to bring up the banner?
Bring up the banner.
All right, there we go. And
And my cousin V's word of the day.
where the heck did it go?
Keep
Give
scrolling
us
up.
the pigs.
Oh, it's up. I gotta go up. Wow.
Some pressure right there.
Or we could have done the. There it is.
There you
Bring
go.
out the goat and the cow again.
That I'd have taken that.
There we go. That's how we roll here.
Wow.
All right, so give us the word of the day
All
there,
right.
my cousin Vinny.
Here's the word of the day.
Now, Paulie, if this is a horrible word, it's on you. He's shaking his head no.
It's not doing it.
Oh, are you muted again?
No. Everything's on. Everything's on. Everything's. Oh my goodness!
This is awesome. We
We're
don't
gonna
have my
try-
cousin Vin word of the day today,
Sweet.
Brian.
Yep. All right. Good. Let's move on.
the word
You had
is
your window.
genial.
Congenial.
Congenial.
I know a guy that plays pool with that name,
Not to be
Congenial.
confused with congeal
or a congeni.
or congeny.
Genial.
Right.
What the heck is? It's just spinning. That's not even right.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
I don't know.
Like, it's normally me that has all the issues with the
With the Wi-Fi.
with the
and stuff?
Wi-Fi and everything else that goes on here. I don't know why.
I mean, I got the sounds all the way up. It's not on. It's not on anything today.
You're just you're just having a bad day. It's okay. So
It's
you're
kind of spinning out.
all right.
I played it like multiple times for myself. Maybe I overplayed it.
You might have overplayed it. Maybe you only got so many plays that you can play.
Who knows?
So congenial.
Thank you, Merriam-Webster's dictionary.
All right, Bri. Vinny, I'm going to give
Yeah.
you the boot for a second because did you watch the game?
No, I did not.
That's why we lost, Bri. Right there.
Can't blame. Wow.
It's by 8. It's still
By 2
we
points.
lost.
Yeah. 14-16, I think was the score.
So all right. So
Mhm.
getting into the Brownies, they lost a true heartbreaker to the Las Vegas Raiders. And Brian, what a game this was. We had what I think it was 18 people out due to COVID or injury.
Something like that. Yeah.
We had our starting quarterback, we had our starting tight end, we had our starting left tackle, right tackle is still gone. We had our starting wide receivers, we had Kareem Hunt out, we had
Mhm.
all of our safeties out. John Johnson got back into right at the beginning.
Congenial.
There it is. We got a congenial. Did you hear it?
Congenial. Got it.
So we kind of got ravaged by the COVID bug here in Cleveland, but they were able to move the game to Monday night instead of Saturday to hope and free up some people, but it freed up one person and it sent somebody else down. So we didn't even have Clowney.
We got Teller back.
We did get Teller back, and we
Mhm.
got John Johnson back.
We got
But
John Johnson
other
back.
than that, I mean, it was an uphill battle, and it was going to be, and we all knew it. But to lose the way we did there with that last second field goal is it's gut wrenching, especially when you went for it on 4th and 6 down by the goal line, got the touchdown to pull ahead, and after that you couldn't hold on. So, Brian, what are your thoughts about this game, bud?
Yeah, as far as sports goes, it was a heartbreaker. There's just no other way to put it. Knowing what was on the line, knowing all the things that were going against us, and it's easy to talk yourself into, well, the Browns just don't have a chance. There's just too much going against us. And then they come out. They have a very, very mediocre game plan to start out, very vanilla, and they're trying to get Nick Mullens into the rhythm of NFL action because he hasn't seen it in so long. So, and he didn't get a whole lot of practice time. So you figured that they're going to be very conservative coming out, and they were. And to his credit, to our credit, we didn't turn the ball over, but I think we didn't have any plays in Vegas's territory until like the last minute or so. So we weren't moving the ball. We got a first down here, a first down there, but we were just waiting for Mullens to get into it. And I mean, I think that he didn't play that bad. He didn't make that big mistake. He had a couple nice throws, and in the first half, his receivers weren't really helping him out. We had a couple drops. DPJ did, and Felton did, I think, maybe in the first or second half.
Yeah.
So he didn't play that bad, but that was just the game plan that we had. And the second half, we started to pick it up. We started to get a couple turnovers, which were huge. And I think Mullens got that confidence in the final drive of the first half because we seemed to be running a little more tempo, letting him loose a little bit, letting him throw it, and he took us down and got us into field goal range. But then to miss that field goal, that was kind of a momentum stopper, and it would have been so nice to be just down by one score at the halftime, and it didn't work out that way. And then, you kind of talk yourself into, okay, it's just not our day, and then he has a miraculous comeback and leads us to 2 touchdowns in the second half and gives us the lead with under 5 minutes left. And I know I was just going nuts because I'm like, wow, this could really be happening. And then Greedy gets that interception and you celebrate, and a lot of people probably celebrated that like we won. But you got to play it to the last second. And we can critique the play calling at the end of the game. Personally, it's hard to say that they didn't make the right calls because you can say that knowing the result, but at the end of the day, if they would have ran the ball more effectively and gained 3 yards of play and gotten a first down, we'd all be singing a different tune. But I felt like you had to treat that final drive that we had the ball, you had to treat it like we have to get a first down, because if we give the ball back to them, we're going to lose. And I just had that feeling. Derek Carr made the mistake to throw the interception before that, and we got lucky there. Well, not lucky because Greedy made a great play, but you figured they weren't going to turn the ball over twice in a row. So all they needed was a field goal, and I didn't feel very good about it because they have a very good field goal kicker. And had we been up by 4 or 5 and they needed a touchdown, I maybe would have felt a little different about just trying to drain the clock down. But the fact they only needed 30, 35 yards to give their field goal kicker a chance, and they did it. And give them credit, but man, it stings. It stings a lot.
Yeah, especially like Chris right here, one play over 25 plus yards. With what the situation was, and like Brian, you and I talked today, the huge argument that everybody's getting into right now is that last series of the third down play where you ran Chubb. Could you have thrown it? Yes, you could have, or you could have ran it. But like I even heard Emmett Golden today say it best. The entire time that we've been doing all this stuff, and Stefanski tries to get cute down at like the goal line at the 4, and they're like, "Why do you pass? You have Chubb right there." Well, this is kind of the same damn thing that they're doing, because no matter what you do, is damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you ran Chubb and got it, he's golden. If you don't get it, then why didn't you pass it? Well, if I didn't pass it, what happens if it goes incomplete and I give him more time to kick our ass? Like, it just, at that point in time, my whole argument is everybody's like, well, you got to play to win. Okay, so if you're playing to win at that point in time, go for it on 4th down. Because they're like, well, you can't do that from your own side. Why? Why can't we? I've seen teams do it this year. Mm-hmm. I saw one team do it to us in L.A. LA did it to us. The Chargers did it to us. They did it on their own 25-yard lines. They went for it on 4th and 2, and they got it on their own.
I wonder if they might have. I think they've done better on that 3rd down. Yeah.
I think if Chubb would have got 2 yards, and it was like 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 or something like that, I think they would have gone for it. But at that point in time, I'm not upset by the decision, and I can see both sides of the decision. Especially with everybody doing the whole, well, he should have passed it. The bootleg was there. It was a loaded box. Yeah, but you also got to realize that Chubb was actually gaining steam in the second half. He just ran off a 6-yard run right before that. So, and then you bled the clock down. And that's the other thing that people need to realize. If you would have thrown a pass there and it was incomplete, you left 2:30 on the clock for them to take all the time that they wanted to get a field goal. Okay, so it really didn't matter at that point in time. You give them an extra timeout with a 2-minute warning. they would have had like 220 and something after that play was over with. So you're sitting there with 220 and an extra timeout. That just gives them more time to do an extra play if they needed to. So, and we got gifted a hold there at the end to give them an extra 10 yards. And we did get gifted because I watched the play back. The guy slipped and the guy just kind of grabbed him by the throat and they called a holding. So, at that point in time, but what we got to really worry about now is the health of this team and where this team's at, because our big boy is hurt right now. Myles Garrett pulled a groin. It's a groin injury of some sort, but he did not look the same after that happened. He's hobbling around out there. We got Tack McKinley, blew out his Achilles. He's done for the year. All right, we got Greedy is still a little banged up from the him trying to fight off a guy for the interception, which is amazing. And then we got everybody on COVID that hopefully will come back before Christmas. Maybe we'll get that Christmas present, Bri. Yeah. But as of right now, that was your right there. That was the one game you could not lose at that point in time, because now there is no buffer zone. There's got to be a whole bunch of chaos for you to be able to get in the playoff, and you got to win every game now. You have to go to Green Bay, beat Green Bay. You have to go to Pittsburgh, beat Pittsburgh, and you got to beat Cincinnati at home if you even want a chance at the playoffs. Now, it still can happen, but it's a lot that can happen. And if you would have beat the Raiders, that's why this game hurts so much. If you would have beat them, you would have been top the AFC North, and your chances were so much better. You could have gave up an extra game if you needed to. But now it's a little bit tougher. I mean, how do you feel about it, Bri?
Yeah, you said it. I feel pretty good if they can win out. And I'm not saying it's easy to do, but if they can win out, I feel pretty good that they'll make the playoffs. Now it's much easier said than done, because we have Green Bay coming up, which, other than maybe Kansas City in the opener, is probably going to be our toughest game of the year. And you're doing it with a less than healthy staff, and less than healthy players, because Myles Garrett, he's our rock, he's our stud, he's the guy we can count on play in and play out, and I don't know if he'll even play. And Tack McKinley's out, and Jadeveon Clowney got added to the COVID list pretty late, so we don't even know if he's going to play. And if you can't make Aaron Rodgers uncomfortable, it's going to be a very, very tall task, because I watched a lot of the Baltimore Green Bay game, and he's on a different level. He makes quarterbacking look so easy, and he has a toe injury that he was going to get surgery on a couple weeks ago, and you don't hear anything about it, because he's taking care of business. And he looks, I know the Ravens had a bunch of guys out in the secondary, but he seemed to do whatever he wanted to against them. And I know it got close at the end, but it's going to be tough. And I think Baltimore and Cincinnati play this weekend, so one of those teams is going to win. So if you lose this week, you're going to be 2 games back with 2 games to play. So it's going to be very hard to make up. And I think, as a Browns fan, if you really want to look into it and find out who you want to root for, I think you want the Bengals to beat the Ravens, because at least we play the Bengals at the end of the year. We don't get a chance to play the Ravens, and I think Kansas City plays the Bengals before us. So just because if the Bengals lose this week, they have 2 games that are going to be very difficult, because they have to come to Cleveland and they have to play Kansas City, who's the number 1 seed. So they could theoretically lose out even if they win this weekend. But then you also need to be rooting for stuff to happen with the Steelers. You need to root for stuff to happen with the Ravens. So it gets to be a mess, and I'm not sure. We probably have a low percentage if we don't win this game this weekend. So handle your business. This is what it comes down to. The playoffs start now. You have to be in must-win mode. And maybe you catch Green Bay snoozing a little bit, because they are all alone at the top of the NFC. And, being Christmas, they don't really need to win this game. But it's going to be tough because of the limited practice schedule. You're not going to know who's going to be back for that game. There still could be guys out that we're counting on. We still have a lot of injuries. So, I said last week that that as long as Baker keeps winning, I'm going to keep riding with him. Well, Baker's going to have to put this team on his back and do it himself. And that's the only way it's going to happen, because our running game isn't right. Teams know to stack the box against us. It's gonna come down to, can Baker make the throws to beat them? Can Baker go toe to toe with one of the best in the game? And he can make up for all the wrongs that he's done this year if he can go out and take care of business and beat the number 1 seed in the NFC right now.
And, with that game coming up, Justin said the Browns are going to beat the Cheeseheads. I hope so, bud. I hope so.
That'd be awesome.
Because,
Absolutely.
if you look at it, Baltimore almost beat them. They're vulnerable enough that you can take one from them if you can get the right thing going. But, for right now, it's hard to see this team as it is and see how heartbreaking this loss was. And hopefully, the only thing we got going for us is a short week. And hopefully they can get that out of their heads before this game. But, that kind of loss right there, it hurts. And guess what? They are playing Christmas Day. I think it's 4:30, right? They're playing?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be Christmas Day. I can't wait. I'm going to be eating a whole bunch of ham, drinking some whiskey, and watching the game with my family. What are you doing for the game for your family for Christmas, Brian?
I don't know. We're doing Christmas Eve with my mom and my brother and spending the whole day over there. And then we're doing the day after Christmas down in my wife's side of the family. So I don't know if we have much going on right now on Christmas Day. I'm hoping I'm able to watch the game wherever we end up. But I'll find a way to do it. Let's just hope they keep my interest throughout the whole game. And it's not like, we're down by 17 or 20 at halftime or in the third quarter. But if we are, throw Nick Mullens in there. He's proven that he can come back in the second half.
Yep. The other thing we got to bring up is we didn't do Justin, we can't do that on this show right now. All I got to do is laugh. Yeah, you go over to the comments and find it.
Yeah. Where's the TikTok? We need the TikTok for the behind the scenes.
I know. We're working on it. So last week we did not get our scores from the Raiders game. Now, Vinny and I wrote ours down before we got left here last week. Can you be honest and give your score that you were going to give before the game started? Or is that
I can't. I can't because I wasn't pushed on it. I didn't. And then, come Wednesday, we find out that a bunch more guys are out. So that obviously swayed what I was thinking. So I'll remove myself because I can't give you an honest answer.
We'll do
what I was thinking.
So I had the Browns winning 16-9. Okay. Vinny had his wonderful 27-24.
For the Browns?
For the Browns. So we both had the Browns winning. But
I'll tell you, I'm in a pick 'em. It's a year-long thing that you pick every single game, and I picked the Browns too. So even knowing what I knew leading up to game time, I still took the Browns and rolled with them. So mark me down as a Browns.
All right. So we'll just mark you down as a Browns winning. So that means you and I are at 8-5.
No.
9-5.
We needed Bryce score from week 14 still.
This was week 14.
Oh, this past week?
Yeah, this past.
I mean, it's hard to say now. I'd say just.
You don't need a score. We all lost.
Well, right. Forget about the asterisks for this week.
He picked the Browns to win. But
we
didn't.
Yeah, I took the L.
We're not going to count the scores because we all picked the Browns to win. Okay. So all of us picked the Browns to win. So
7-5. Yeah. No, we're off a week. We'll go back through. We'll take a look at it.
All right, we're off.
We'll figure it off.
But we got. All right. So the Green Bay. That's week 15, right? Green Bay game is
16.
Green Bay is 16.
That's what I
forgot.
saying.
There's 18 weeks.
We need.
Well, is Vinny accounting for the bye week?
Yeah, the bye week is in there. The bye week was week 13.
But we also had a week of the 2 weeks. So there's 2 weeks off because we did the Superfans pick for Halloween.
Right. That was up here. That was the Superfans pick.
We should have 14 games.
So
Browns are 7-7. We should have 14 games.
and I have to this point to week 14 was 7-4, so 11. So you got to subtract the 2 weeks for that, one for the bye week, one for the other one. So we were short a week somewhere.
Well, that's fine. We'll just roll it from here.
We'll,
I mean,
we'll figure it out.
we'll
So
each take. Hey, we'll each take a win for that week. So give
Right.
us 8 and 5
okay.
or
Yeah.
8 and 6.
So yeah. So we'll just
Mark Vinny down for a win too.
yeah.
Oh no, there's a good chance.
We got it right. No, I remember. We got that right.
Yeah.
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 Because I'm at 12 for 14 weeks, which is correct. For week 14,
Yeah.
I have 8-4, 7-5, and I'm at 5-7. Week 15 just happened.
Yeah. Which we just played, but we didn't have any of the scores.
We all took losses.
So we
Yeah.
all took losses. So Fatty's at 8-6,
Yes.
and no, you're at 8-5. Bry's at 7-5, and 7-6. The whole
Just
thing is
give us all a win.
needed the one.
All right.
We're giving each other wins.
yeah.
All right, we'll
Mhm.
get a win for it.
All right.
I'll get that updated.
All right. We'll get it updated. We get ready. So get ready for week 16
Right, week 16,
because there's 18 weeks, right?
17 weeks. I thought.
18.
Oh,
Brad?
17 games.
But there's
18
18,
weeks.
18 weeks.
Oh, yeah, but we're only picking 17 games.
Okay. So Green Bay, what is your score for the Green Bay game? Do I got to go because I'm in the lead?
You don't have to. I mean, if you want to,
No.
you can, but-
I'll do it.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's Christmas Day. I'm expecting a big Browns presence and a present from the Brownies. I'm going to go Cleveland Browns 35 and Green Bay Packers 24.
35-24. Okay. I like that.
Okay. Brian, what say you?
I I can't, and this isn't me trying to make up ground. The
know.
Browns have to play a damn near perfect game, unless they get everybody back and everybody is playing. Kareem Hunt's back, Myles Garrett is back, Davion Clowney's back. If everyone is back and playing, yeah, it's going to be hard. And I don't want to sound like a Baker hater, but to me, the excuses, how can you make excuses for a guy? The guy's played like one game in the last 32 days or something like that, 34 days. So how can you keep saying that he's hurt if he's only missed one game and he's basically almost got a month off?
And that's why I'm not. I'm just
No,
saying.
I'm not saying you. And I was called out for making maybe a bad comparison, comparing him to Dalvin Cook last week, but Josh Allen had a torn labrum last year. He played 3 bad games, and then he was back on to an MVP season. So if you want to compare apples to apples, there's another quarterback that did it with a torn labrum, and he played at a high level. So you know me, I'm not going to make excuses for him. I hope that he can prove me wrong this week and get a win. But until I see it, I can't pick it. So I'll say Packers, man. If Myles Garrett's out, they could score 30 plus. So I'll say Packers 33, and we know Browns, Baker, we only score about 17, so 33-17.
All right, Vinny, yours before we get our ham illegal ham, and then bring in my cousin Paulie.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going for Cleveland here on it. I feel like I gotta change things up. I gotta feel like, I've been going on Cleveland here this whole time, the past multi weeks, and we've just kind of been on that slump. With losing. I'm thinking, maybe if I change it up and I start rooting for the other guys, Cleveland comes back on top, kind of thing.
I want you to see his face.
So,
Oh,
I'm right there.
All right.
So,
Go ahead, bud. What do you? It's hard, isn't it?
it's hard.
It's hard as
And
a
I
fan.
hate it. I'm gonna say 24-17 Packers.
Oh, crap. Dang it. Justin.
What?
So Justin wrote on there, said it's going to be hard. That's what she said. And Chris said, he goes, love that comment when it shows Bob Holly's watching right now. I'm like, great. So my mom's watching this right now as that comes in. You want me to throw in the other ones now, Justin? You get me in trouble with my mom? Holly's over here praying for me. Jeez. Wow. And Justin's just laughing. Thanks, Justin. All right. So you picked the pack?
Yep.
Yep. All right, so Brian, let's quickly get into you and bring up our ham and legal ham. Give me your ham for offense, Brian.
Ham for offense, I will say Nick Mullens.
Okay.
He stepped up, and like I said, he hasn't played in the NFL in a really long time. He did not lose us the game. We are down by 10 points in the second half, and he brought us back and gave us the lead. I wish the coaches would have trusted him a little more there in the second half at the end of the game, but they just handed the ball off to Nick Chubb 3 times, which it's hard to argue with that, knowing as good as Nick Chubb is. But Nick Mullens, man, I'd be perfectly fine going into next year, letting Case Keenum go and having Mullens be our backup quarterback, because I think he's really good. I think he'll do what you ask him to do, and he's never going to lose you the game. So I'm a big fan. Nick Mullens, thank you for stepping up. It sucks you couldn't get us to win, but you did what you needed to do.
All right. So first off, now that I know your nose is done bleeding, how hard did your wife hit you to let you think Case Keenum should be the starting quarterback for this team next year?
Well, I meant the backup quarterback. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
well,
oh yeah, I don't mind if Case Keenum's the starting quarterback with Nick Mullens as the backup. I mean,
you don't want to get into that conversation, because Case Keenum gets you about 14, 17 points. Nick Mullens gets you about 14, 17 points. Baker Mayfield gets you about 14, 17 points. So why do we want to pay him $40 million? We got 2 other guys that can do that.
At that point in time, if I'm the coach, I grab the football, spaces or laces. Let's do it.
I understand. I mean, I understand their pedigree is much different. One's a number 1 overall pick and one's an undrafted guy, so the expectations are much different. But I mean, you can't tell me what do you think the Browns' record would have been if Nick Mullens was a quarterback since last April? Do you think it'd be much different?
Justin, you can't say that. I understand you say it's 1 game. Didn't he start like a whole year for San Francisco?
He wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know if his win-loss record was that bad, but I'm telling you, he's a guy that I think if we don't sign him, another team will steal him off our practice squad. But I'm just telling you, if you let him play consistently, I think he could do what Baker Mayfield does. Baker has a higher ceiling, as we saw at the end of last year, but as far as this year, I don't think you're losing a whole lot going from Baker to Mullens. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. So my ham on offense, and even though he dropped a pass right at the beginning, the way Donovan Peoples-Jones played there in that second half with a couple of the catches that he made was to get the ball down the field. The one catch that I swear Mullens was thrown into Swartz over his head. He just jumped up and catched it. It was amazing. But that's my ham. Give me your legal ham of offense. Do you have a legal ham of offense or no?
I do, and that might surprise you a little bit, because he's my guy, but I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to go what my eyes tell me, and he was your ham. He's my illegal ham. Peoples-Jones. It's Peoples-Jones dropping that one ball. Now, I know the defender made a hell of a play and he punched it loose, but as a receiver, your number 1 role is to catch the ball. And I think if he stopped and he caught it and he secured it, even the guy trying to punch it, I don't think he would have been able to punch it loose. He was already thinking like, well, I'm going to make this big play. I'm going to shake this one guy and I'm going to go in for an easy touchdown. And you got to catch that. And he did make a couple nice catches on routes where he was open and Mullens maybe didn't put it on the money and he had to make a play. So I give him credit for that. But that big play. I think he had another drop. He had maybe 2 more drops. So I don't want you to think that I'm going soft and I'm just being biased. So
No.
Peoples-Jones, I mean, you got to be better in a game where the Browns can't make a whole lot of mistakes. He let us down a couple times in the first half, and who knows, if he makes a couple of those catches, maybe we get some points.
Yeah, but he also redeemed himself in the second half with a few of those catches they made.
He
too.
did.
So,
He made some nice catches. I'm not going to say he had a terrible game, but yeah, I was frustrated.
My illegal Hamm, and I know he's technically not offense, but he scores points for the team. Chase McLaughlin, kicker. We're done. All right. Guess what? We lost that game by 2 points. If you would have made a kick, might have won by 1 point. We're just going to go that one. Quickly, let's get to our defensive side. Do you have any illegal hams on your defense?
I guess if I had to pick one, I would say Denzel Ward giving up the touchdown on 3rd down. If we hold him to 3 there, it's a different ball game. And, giving up that play at the end of the game to allow them to get into field goal range. When you're a Pro Bowl corner, when you're an elite corner, as we like to say, you're going to be asking for $17, $18 million this offseason. You can't be getting shown up by Brian Edwards and Zay Jones, who are below average receivers. So I understand you can't be perfect all the time, but I hold you almost to the same standards that I hold Myles Garrett to. And if you're not making plays whenever you're asked to make plays, then I got to rethink, are you worth the money?
All right. Quickly, your Hamm on defense for the game.
The Hamm, and this will go to show you that it's all about expectations and what we expect from you. I think even though he didn't play great, he didn't play a perfect game. He made some plays. I'm going to say Greedy Williams making that interception at the end of the game. He had another pass breakup, I believe, on 3rd down. And so he stepped up. It's clear to me that Greg Williams has definitely surpassed him as our other starting quarterback or cornerback. But when we needed him, he stepped up and he made what I talked about last week was a game-winning play, a championship play. He made that championship play. It just so happens that the other team had a couple timeouts left and we couldn't get a first down. But 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, 3 minutes left, whatever it was. He made a play that could have won us the game. So I won't forget that.
All right. So my Hamm, JOK is still impressing the shit out of me. He's everywhere. I don't know. This kid is just a gem that they found in the 2nd round, and I'm so glad they did. I mean, he might be undersized, but he's still speeding around laying a pop on some people. And my illegal Hamm, and I'm kind of with you about the Denzel Ward, but I kind of got to go with, I understand the defense was gas, but I got to go a little bit of Joe Woods on the play calling there for the last little bit of the game. You're sitting there, you're playing man-to-man on certain things. You try and blitz, and, it's not that Carr can't throw the ball. It was weird because you had a game plan all the way up that worked great. And then it seemed like that last sequence, it went out the window and you tried new shit. And it was like, what are you doing? Plus, also Garrett got hurt. So I understand that. But it seemed weird to me. So let's get ready. Let's get him in here. He's chomping at the bit. Paulie, get your little boomsticks out. I see him in the background. All right, let's get into our Fat Boy Tuesday. We were going to talk a little Cavs. I've nixed it till I'm off. All right, so let's get some Fat Boy Tuesday going on here, Vinny.
Hold on, I got distracted.
I know you got distracted.
And now it's time for Fat Boy Tuesday.
All right, so here we go with Fat Boy Tuesday. We're going to do some Christmas time stuff. We're going to bring my cousin Paulie.
Hey, how we doing?
What's going on,
Paulie?
Not much. How you doing?
Good.
What's up?
Doing good.
So you're here with us, and we're going to talk some Christmas stuff. Is there anything you want to talk about, Fat Boy wise, about Christmas?
Christmas? Oh, I love Christmas. Gotta get in that Christmas spirit,
I see that with the tree in the background, your
Yeah,
little tinsel
a
and
little
everything.
setup. Yeah.
You're all donned out in your Cleveland gear for us tonight, even though you're
Yep.
in New Hampshire,
Nice.
right?
Yeah. Gotta hype it up, you know.
All right. So, what is your favorite food at Christmas?
Oh, so the Italian style, we do the 7 different fishes,
That's right.
7 different fishes. What do you mean 7 different fishes?
like cod, haddock, salmon, basically, all of them, all 7.
Okay, so you do
Wow.
fish. You don't do ham.
We do ham,
Oh no, we do everything.
Oh,
we do everything.
Oh yeah, you name it. It was
Yeah.
there.
what
Oh
are you?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially over at Nana's.
Oh, absolutely.
When we went to Nana's. Oh yeah.
The sauce, you gotta make it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You name it, it was there. I'm telling you, 7 different fish, literally.
That's right. It's literally, yeah.
Oh, and here is Justin. I'm looking forward to Chinese food Saturday.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, there
Oh,
it is.
it's so good.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I
ain't
love
judging.
Chinese food.
Normally we just cook up one ham, get some honey buns, some spicy mustard,
Yeah.
some sweet
Oh,
cheese, and a whole bunch of chips, and that's our next 2 days right
and
there.
like
Just
that's
eat that
it.
ham.
Yeah. Yep.
So Brian's drinking a little bit of Christmas ale. What do you have
Yep.
a drink of preference for Christmas?
Drink of preference for Christmas. Huge thing is eggnog. Eggnog's pretty good if you like eggnog. Throw a little cinnamon in it, and you're good to go. Maybe warm it up a bit if you want. Oh, it's so good.
Vinny, what about you? You got a Christmas drink you do?
I do now, and it's funny actually. Paulie said eggnog because Evan Williams actually has out. I hear it's like one of the best eggnogs that they have, but it's an Evan Williams eggnog,
Oh, that's nice.
and it's.
Oh,
I had a little bit of it. There was one guy, we were at an ugly sweater party not too long ago, and this guy ended up finding out that we had it, and he was like, "Oh my God, really? You have that stuff? I've had like every kind of eggnog out there, whiskey eggnog." He goes,
Yeah.
It's amazing. Hey, my love made it on the show there. You made it.
Hey! I did. I made it on the show. That's right.
So,
Hopefully, I'll be here more often, huh?
Well, as our new IT guy,
Yep.
you're going to have to be.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
We'll be.
We'll work out a deal in the background. Maybe something will fall off a truck, and we'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
something
We'll
to check.
plan it all out.
Okay,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Brian, what about you? What's your go-to drink for Christmas?
Well, I got the Christmas ale. I think drinking it is probably the best for me. I enjoy it the most at a bar where on draft where they put the cinnamon sugar around the rim. I don't think you can top that. But honestly, my favorite Christmas beer, they have discontinued maybe 2-3 years ago now. It was called White Christmas by Sam Adams, and they would only release it for like 2 weeks around Christmas time, and once it's sold out they wouldn't produce anymore. So that's kind of a bummer for me that they don't do that anymore. But yeah, I love a good Christmas beer. Like I said last week, I had the 3 O's. The 12 Dogs of Christmas is good.
I saw
But
Paulie's eyes brown up when you brought up the 3 O's.
Yeah.
Not what you think, Polly.
No, I know.
But
By
to
the
be
way,
honest,
I'm like, what?
I've never had eggnog before, so I can't speak on that. Maybe this week
You never
I'll have
had
to have
it.
some.
Oh,
Never.
Gotta go get eggnog. It's so good.
Merry Christmas, Tiff. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
My favorite drink of choice, we always do hot toddies at Christmas time, which is tea, a little bit of whiskey, some lemon juice and honey. And then
Nice.
also any kind of either a spiced rum or a black cherry, bourbon or whiskey.
Yeah.
That
I will
sounds
just
good.
sit here and just sip
So
the
good.
entire night. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, my family is like, so we used to do Christmas Eve and then go into a family Christmas Eve together, and then
Mhm.
Christmas was separate from everybody.
Right.
So like all
Yep.
the family was there for Christmas Eve, but Christmas morning was, your family. So we had the extended family and everything else. we would go, we would play pool, we would eat cheesecake. Oysters was huge for our Christmas Eve.
Right.
Raw and fried oysters. Ham, any kind of ham, spiraled, anything of that nature.
Honey glazed.
Honey glazed. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mustard ham.
Can't
Oh.
forget about that.
So, but that's what we kind of did for Christmas. Is there any kind of traditions you guys do for Christmas? Let's go with Brian. Brian, any traditions for you?
Honestly, Christmas in the past with my family has been similar to Thanksgiving celebrations, and maybe you substitute a ham for a turkey. But once I started dating my wife, and then after we got married, we go down to her family for Christmas Day, and they do, believe it or not, they do spaghetti because like I said, the Christmas and Thanksgiving are kind of one and the same, so they just do spaghetti, and I found it to be very refreshing and something I kind of look forward to. It's not just like a typical lineup of all the Thanksgiving stuff. It's something that can be on its own, so I've enjoyed that a lot.
All right. Polly, what about you? You got any Christmas traditions?
We usually go to my mom's sister's house for Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we spend time with my sister and her husband and my niece. So we have that at my parents' house, and then my aunt's sister lives in Canton, Mass. So we go over there and have like my mom's side of the family come. I mean, I'm trying to beg them to go to Cleveland, but it's a lot of convincing. So
Justin chimes in and says he thinks H&B sounds like a great tradition. Thank you for going PG-13 on it. Thank you. People watch the show, they understand what H&B
gotcha.
means.
Got it.
Other shows.
I was thinking the Scotch J&B.
He really loves that book.
That book is it might get read tonight, so stay
That
tuned.
book is
Just saying. All right. So Vinny, what about you? I mean, hold on. This is your first family Christmas after being married, isn't it, big boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're making new traditions this year.
I have learned a lot of new traditions for sure. And I'll just kind of leave it at that for now. But no, the old tradition that we used to do was pretty much similar to your guys's. We'd go on over to our side of the family. My family at that time.
I know, Eve. I want to.
Yeah,
I can promise you on that. I'll make it up there.
They're making up here, Paulie.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Hey, you always got a place to stay. That's for sure.
You got two places you can stay if you want to. If you don't want to stay with the Ancelottis, you stay with your other cousin Fatty.
All right. Let me know. I just have to go pack my bag, hop on a plane. I'll be there.
That's fine. That is completely fine. We'll get you an Uber.
We're ready for it.
Okay.
That's an expensive Uber.
Well, we can't drive.
Well, of course not.
Right.
No.
But old tradition is we used to go over to our grandparents' house and have big huge Christmas and stuff, and Christmas Eve there, and then Christmas Day obviously at our house. And now we're kind of mixing and matching a little bit, and it's going to be kind of fun. So I'm not still exactly sure and exactly what the plan is. I think a little bit here, a little bit there, and stuff for Christmas Eve. And Christmas Day, I think we're going to do about the same still too. So it'll be fun. Either way, there's going to be a lot of smiling faces on Christmas.
So I don't even want to touch that one.
A lot of smiling faces.
A lot of smiling faces, Bri. A lot of smiling faces.
Yeah. They better.
Better
so here in our household right now, since we're all grown up and everything else, we do a little voice call with the cousins. We let the boys talk to their cousins, show off their Christmas gifts, all that stuff. I mean, thank God the technology we got today, because before it used to be just a phone call. But my dad always comes up Christmas Day, does his stuff with the kids for a few hours, and he goes off. He gives us the morning. He gets up here about lunchtime so he can eat the ham sandwiches, and then he peels off. My aunt makes Chex Mix, which Paula, you have not had it yet, and Brian, I tried it. I ate most of it on the way home. And
okay.
All right, so tell Ashley it's very, very good, but it's a little different. but it's a little different from what I'm used to.
Wow.
No,
I
I'm
won't
not.
tell her that.
I'll still
I won't
eat it.
tell her.
Don't get me wrong. I'll still eat it. Look at this face. I'll still
Just-
eat it.
But it's not as good.
It's not. It's not that it's not as good. It's just a different flavor. There's a
I
different
get you.
flavor with it. It just, but it's really good, especially with the Cheez-Its in it. That threw me.
Yeah,
for a
right.
second.
That's new this year. The Cheez-Its, my family used to make the same thing growing up. My grandma used to do it, and so it took me a little bit to adjust to how my wife makes it. But yeah, I've converted, and now that's by far. I tell her to hide it. I wish we got like a lock box, and she just put it in there, kept it away from me because I'm eating like half a bowl to a bowl every single day. So it's good stuff.
I'm gonna come off the comments. Chris, yes, Chex Mix is yum. Vinny, do not bring up any of those comments right now. We're going to go off the comments right now. Justin has just derailed the show on one comment.
Don't let him do it.
I'm trying not to, but it's funny. It is funny. All right. So, what's the one thing you actually look forward to for Christmas? All right. It could be presents. It could be just spending time with family. Polly, what about you? What do you look forward to about Christmas?
To me, it's not about just presents. It's more just about just spending time with the loved ones. You know, like family, friends, whoever. To me, that's more important than gifts, than anything in the world, is family.
All right. Vinny, what about you?
Hey, you know what? We are definitely cut from the same blood because I agree wholeheartedly. You know, it's never been about what you end up getting. It's about spending time with the family.
Bri?
Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record here because I agree with them. The older you get, the more you realize that each year that passes and you still have your loved ones around you, you're a pretty lucky guy. You're a pretty blessed person. So
That's right.
Yeah.
enjoy this this Christmas if you still have a lot of your loved ones, and make it count.
And I'm going to piggyback off of you guys. I mean, just being around family. Like my biggest thing is watching the kids open up Christmas gifts in the morning. That is, at first I was kind of like, when they were little, you really didn't get into like how excited. And there's my sister, family and traditions. My sister does sugar cookies. They do Christmas cookies
Exactly.
every year.
Yep.
Her and the kids and my aunt and my dad, they decorate cookies every year. That's what they do.
So good.
My family, we do a Christmas Eve. We do read the boys the night before Christmas, right before bedtime, but we always watch a Christmas movie, either The Grinch or something like that, right before Christmas time, right before bed. So, I mean, everybody has their traditions and everything else. But here from a legal hand in the face, I'll speak for all of us. We want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas this year. Be blessed. I mean, COVID's still out there, but, just enjoy your family, enjoy the time that you have, because you never know when your time's up, and it can happen tomorrow, it can happen in an hour, but just be thankful for everybody that's around you. I mean, I'm thankful for all you guys. I'm thankful for Polly being here right now.
I'm thankful for
Sure.
you guys. Absolutely.
So,
You're kind of sounding like Bill Murray from Scrooge there.
to me or
It
him?
can happen. It can happen to you. It can happen anywhere at any time. Oh
Yeah, right.
I heard that in your voice just now. That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Oh boy, Christmas Eve, new tradition. What'd she do? Jammies for the boys and Christmas movie and Christmas Eve night. Yep. So that's even your sister. Yeah, Johnson, even you. And you got to watch Die Hard. Die Hard's definitely a Christmas movie.
Yep.
Definitely
I was trying to think. Did we do favorite Christmas movies last year?
I think we did.
Did we? Okay, I thought we did too, but I wasn't sure.
I mean,
I know Die Hard was on my list, so yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I think I had Home Alone, and I can't remember what the other one. I think Die Hard was on my list too.
Yeah.
Home Alone's such a good classic.
So let's get into our. Go ahead, Polly.
I like Home Alone and Elf for like my top two faves.
Give us your top three.
Yeah, give us your top three.
Okay, so I got
Home Alone, Elf,
Home Alone, Elf, and the Griswolds.
Oh,
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas
Oh,
Vacation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right,
Yep.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Um,
Classics.
Yeah, that's why we don't watch the Jim Carrey Grinch. We watch the actual cartoon Grinch.
Yeah,
So-
the action. Yeah.
yeah, you gotta watch the cartoon Grinch.
Yeah.
And Home Alone is trash. Justin,
No way.
Wow.
after everything
Them
that
be
you
fighting
put
words.
in the comments right now, and I have kept my composure about certain
You know what?
transmitted diseases.
I think maybe he missed a key in that. Home
Yeah.
Alone 3 was garbage.
Yeah,
Home Alone and
yeah.
Home Alone 2 were actually pretty good.
Yeah, Home
Never
Alone.
Yeah.
saw the
I'm
third
probably
one.
just like Home Alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have the Macaulay Culkin factor in there. And,
Right. Sure.
yeah.
All right, let's. So hold on. You know something? Why don't we just run
That's
through
it.
top 3 movies?
That's it.
It's
Oh, you want
are
to do
we-
that?
Yeah. Do you want to do movies or do you want to do the bucket list
Well,
items? I mean, we're here.
We're at an hour.
Bucket list. I'm down for bucket list.
All right.
Right?
Let our guests choose. Yep. Let our guests
Bucket
choose.
list it is. Let's
All
get
right.
the
I
top 3
say
going.
the bucket list should be a good one.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Here comes the bucket list. All right. Ollie dancing between each set, man. Every
It
time
was-
you hear
Yeah.
music.
I love the dance, but the best part is this: Home Alone is essentially Die Hard.
Okay.
I can
Okay.
see it. I can see it. I can see it.
I can see it. I can see it.
As a kid's movie, it's the first Home movie. I can see it.
Hey,
We went down a wrong hole. That's it. I need to give me
we
some
got
more
all
of
the
that.
holes. Uh-oh.
Give me some more of that. All right.
Here
I
comes down a different hole.
Yeah, well, that's going to be
Nice.
all right. So our top 3 is a bucket list. Or bucket list things to do, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, Vinny, you came up with this. So since you've come up with this, I want your top 3 first. Give me
Aw,
your
man.
hold on. And I think I still have everything
Oh,
kind
we got a little
of.
da-da.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Number 3.
One of the things actually that top my bucket list is I want to be up in a hot air balloon. I'm a little afraid of heights here and there, but something exhilarating about being up in a hot air balloon. And it's one of the things I would absolutely love to do.
Okay, number 2.
My number 2 is I'd love to have the complete opposite. I'd love to have actually my feet on the ground of every state and visit at least 3 countries.
Okay.
I've already visited one country and Canada, and I visited a handful of states, a pretty decent number of states.
Yeah, give me your number 1.
My number 1 is I would actually kind of love that bicentennial ending to everything for me. Not that I need to be said that I'm a human. I know that I'm a human already. But just to kind of have me and my wife there kind of lying together, and when one of us kind of passes away of old age, the other ones we're holding hands still, and the other one kind of passes too at the same time.
You're wanting a notebook. That's what you're wanting a notebook.
I don't know the Notebook. Come on.
Yeah,
I've seen the
oh,
movie one.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the Bicentennial Man much better. I'm much more of a Robin Williams.
Ava, you're still watching. They can watch a notebook
There you go.
again.
Well, I gotta watch it.
Okay. Let's go. Let's see here. Justin, ultra marathon, get a CPA, Snappy comment deleted. There you go. That's a good one right there. Polly, give me
HMB
your
comment?
top 3.
My top 3 for my
So number
bucket
3.
list.
Hold on. Number 3.
So is that like my least one
Yes.
of top 3? My least one. Oh man, that's a tough one here, huh? My least one would probably be. Oh man. My least one probably be to start. Probably to start getting like my Facebook gaming channel like more going, because right
Okay.
now it's kind of like in like the slow altitudes. I'm trying to get it to like the high altitude. So
Well, why don't
trying
you
to
pitch it
make
real
it
quick
grow.
while you're here with us? Why don't you pitch it on what's
Sure.
your
Yeah.
Facebook gaming channel?
huh?
What's your Facebook gaming channel?
It
Give
is
it out.
Hype Man Paulie.
Hype Man Paulie. All
Yeah,
right.
that is my Facebook gaming channel. I play all sorts
Check it out.
I do all sorts of simulations from like American Truck Sim to farming simulator on the farm to flying planes and flight sim to like basically any simulator you could think of, train sim. I play a whole bunch of simulations. So
All
Have
right.
you done the one? I saw one where you just cut grass. Have you seen that?
oh, the lawnmower simulator.
I
Yeah,
can't believe that is
that
a
one
thing.
oh, it is a game, and trust me, there's a lot of streamers out there that actually do play it, and like it like all like the viewers are like it's a hit or miss. I mean, people do like it, people don't. So I mean, it's whatever that you're interested in. People will watch it no matter what. But like it's
Yeah.
really like a
Comments
job.
real quick. Paulie also actually has a business out there in New Hampshire called
Yeah, I have my own
Lawnmower.
landscaping company. I have my
Yep.
own landscaping
Well,
company
there you
by
go.
myself. I do basically anything you think of, from like mulching, weed whacking, wintertime shoveling, and I do a whole bunch of different pizza restaurants out here and houses, whoever that really wants the grass cut and mowed. So I do it all by myself. I got like 3-4 lawnmowers.
Do you need an experienced lawnmower? Because Brian and I,
Like
New
like
Hampshire.
John Deere or something.
Oh no. I'm just saying you need to expand the business a little bit and hire a couple people. Because if you do, we're free agents over here.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'll put you on board if you need
All right.
if you need any business
if
out
you
there.
want to-
Fly me out there, and trust me, I'll do your mowing. I'll do all the family's lawn out there. Let me know.
Sweet.
Paulie,
Sweet.
if you happen to come out this way, we're pretty sure that there's a job probably out here for you too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt,
You know,
absolutely, yeah. Oh yeah.
my second comment
What's
is
your number 2, Polly?
my wife's brownie pints over there. Yes, Evan Williams. We have we can get pints and pints of that stuff. I can't wait.
Oh.
Brownie?
My number 2.
Okay.
Oh
Gotcha.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
That
Number
stuff.
2.
All right, my number 2 for mine would probably be. Oh, man. My number 2 of my bucket list is definitely come out to Ohio and see you guys. That is my number 2.
Wow.
I would love to hang out with you guys, spend a week or two, spend time with Vince and even the family. Just, come out to Ohio. I've been begging my parents for a while. Let's go to Ohio. Come on, let's go, So if my parents don't want to go, hey, I'll pack my bag and I'll fly out. So that is
All
my
right.
number 2
Great.
of coming up.
All right. Number 1. What's your number 1?
My number 1, I love aviation, love my planes. I am hoping, because I play a lot of flight simulator right now, I've been pressing a lot of flights. So I definitely want to try to get my pilot's license next year.
All right. Nice.
That is my number 1.
All right, Brian. What about you? Number 3.
Well, first of all, thank you, Polly. We're honored that I'm pretty sure I'm on no other person's bucket list to hang out with. So
Yeah.
that's quite the honor.
That is true. Yeah.
My pleasure, buddy. My pleasure.
and Vinny, I'll try not to be as dark as your number 1 of dying next to my wife.
Hey, that's
but
way to go, man.
hey, you might be onto something there. There ain't no doubt about it. That'd be nice to go. I've known my second cousin, his grandparents passed away that way, like within 10 minutes of each other. So that's something pretty cool. All right, well, I'll bring it back, and I did more of a sports bucket list because my bucket list is kind of pretty boring, really. Like, have kids, win the lottery, and own a monkey. That's about all I can think of for that one. So I'm going sports, and I'm going. My number 3 would be go to visit. Obviously, outside of the watch the Browns win a Super Bowl, and that's kind of all of our number 1s. Go to Jerry World is my number 3. Always wanted to go to Texas. Always wanted to be in Dallas, Austin area. So, to see that would be pretty awesome. My number 2 is to go down and see a big SEC game at nighttime. I think it'd be a blast just to get the atmosphere down there and, partying, the tailgating leading up to it, because I think I think college football in the South is something like I've never experienced before. So I thought that would be pretty cool. And my number one, maybe we've done this in the past, but I'm sure I brought it up, is a lot of people who are sports fans and especially golf fans going to Augusta would be pretty special.
All right, so we'll quickly go through mine because we're here at the end of the show. My number 3, and I'm kind of with Brian on that one. My number 3, and it's more with my dad because he loves golf. He loves watching golf. I would love to be able to take my dad to like one of the big 3, either Pebble Beach, Pinehurst, or down there in Augusta. Just take him to a very prestigious golf course, even if it's even old time, even if we go over to England and just St. Andrews. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Not even to play golf, just to walk the golf course with him. Just
Sure.
to be able to do that once with him. My number 2, right now, in my bucket list items, and I laugh at it, but hopefully it'll come soon too, is get my kids to play pool with me.
Oh yeah.
The reason why is my dad, it's not that he doesn't like to play pool. He's just not, he'll play with me. He's actually really good. It's just not his cup of tea.
Right.
And I love the game of pool. And I love for my kids to actually love it too, which they have so far, even though they don't know the basics. They just like, but I would love to actually have a pool team with me, my 2 kids, and everything else, and just have a blast with it. And Vinny, my number 1, and I'm going to go sappy with it too. I just can't wait to grow old with my wife. Like we're there at that point now where the kids are a little bit older. They're getting ready to do stuff, and we're going to be on the next stage of our life as a married couple. And I can't, like, we joke around about buying an RV, selling everything else, just buying an RV and just follow our kids around all over the United States.
That's the way to go.
Just follow our
be
kids around, even if they go to different colleges, wherever they go. Just rent an RV, and we're just going to be those people.
Listen,
Take the RV bus.
Don't talk too loudly about that because Ava's going to get ideas.
I'm sorry.
We're going to be right there with you the whole way.
I'm sorry.
Because for us,
come out and see Paulie.
Through travel,
Yeah, come out and see me.
and that's going to
the
right into my number 2. So
yeah.
Be careful.
That
what
is
you
like
wish for.
That's like her biggest thing to do. Like, she doesn't want to travel or anything else. She goes, I just want an RV and watch my kids just grow up. I just want to watch them grow up. I want to be able to be right there next to them. Watch them grow up. I'm like, wow, they're mama's boys, aren't they? She goes, yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are. All right.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So, everybody, Paulie, thank you so much for joining us, bud.
Thank you guys for having me here. I appreciate that. Hopefully,
all right.
Thank you, Paulie.
All right, I'm going to give you one shout out before we give you the sweet chin music out of here, okay? But stay on with us because we'll talk after this, all right?
Okay.
So, do you have one shout out you want to give out before you get out of here?
Huge shout out to you guys over there in Ohio with Vince and Eve and the Anzalonis out there. And I'll definitely would love to hang out with you guys over here at Legal Ham. And that is my huge shout out of the day.
All right. Well, Paulie, I'm kicking you out of here for a second, so stick around. All right,
appreciate you.
Right.
Thank you, Paulie.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
All right. So we got to get through trivia real quick, so I don't forget the trivia.
Yep.
Passing yards, 16 games, right?
First 16 starts. Give me the top 3 guys that have the most passing yards.
Patrick Mahomes is one. First 16 starts.
Oh, you don't know this one. There you go. Justin Herbert, number 2.
Justin Herbert, number 2. And there's a third one, right?
There's a third.
Would it be Baker?
Not Baker.
It's not Baker. 16 starts. Russell Wilson.
He's still in the league. Not Russell Wilson. He's still in the league. He's still playing. Yep.
Is he actually playing?
I'll bet you.
Or is he out?
No, I'll bet you he's playing.
No, he's playing.
He's actually playing.
Yeah.
He's playing.
Is it
Playing.
Playing.
Actually
wait.
playing.
Bri, is it who I'm thinking of?
No. Josh
You
Allen?
could help him if not Josh Allen. Nope.
Okay, so it's not Josh Allen, so shut up. And it's not Tom Brady.
It's not Tom Brady? Are you
It's not
sure
Tom-
about that?
Tom Brady. Nope.
Not Tom Brady.
Okay.
I
Maybe
knew
not.
that. So
That would have been an awesome answer.
because Bill Belichick wouldn't take the handcuffs off of him for like the first 9 years of his career.
That'd have been hilarious if it was with the Bucks.
Philip Rivers.
Not Philip Rip. No, he's not playing. Nope.
Oh, still playing. Jameis Winston.
Nope. Good guess though.
All right, give it to me. We got to move on, bud.
Well, you were on the right track with Baker Mayfield. It's not Baker Mayfield, but it's one of Baker Mayfield's teammates,
Oh, Nick Mullens.
Nick Mullens. Can you
Ah,
believe that?
Wow.
First 16 starts, and that's something that nobody would get. But that just goes to show you that, I mean, he's a proven commodity. He's done it. He hasn't won games like some of the other guys have, but you think of some of these other rookie quarterbacks that don't have a whole lot of experience. They don't do well in their first 16 starts, but yeah, he has like 4,500 yards in his first 16 starts, and that's with the Niners that don't really run a pass-friendly offense. So I really hope the Browns keep him around. You could save some money by getting rid of Keenum, and yeah, this guy can win games for you if you give him the chance.
All right, so let's do my cousin A's word of the day.
Congenial.
Congenial.
It worked.
All right, Bri, I'm gonna let you go first.
Congenial.
Well, I think of when I hear that, I think of Miss Congeniality because my grandma used to love that movie, and I start to think of what was that award for these beauty pageants, and so I thought of like either well-rounded or compassionate. So I'm not going to choose between those. I'll give two answers between those two. One of them.
Okay.
I'm kind of on the line with you. I'm going to go proper. Well, how do you say it? But I don't want to say it like well-mannered, like that kind of, like you're more of a well-mannered person, so you're more congenial to. That just sounds right. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of similar to miscongeniality.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Pleasant, friendly, or suitable. So that's what I got there for it.
Were we close?
Taking the win. We're taking the
Absolutely.
W.
I think you both got the W on that
We're
one.
taking the W.
On Christmas, you
Yeah, we can celebrate.
We're out.
Very
We're
good.
out.
Tell our family we're smart now.
You know what? I got to be honest with you. I had Fatty's wife choose whether she wanted the adjective or the noun. So there are two different words. The other word that would have come up is huckster. That's the other word that would have come up for this week.
Hey, I know what that is.
Do you?
That's somebody in
Okay.
Nebraska that chucks corn all day.
Husker.
Husker.
Okay, there we go.
The huckster is
got
a
that.
person who is aggressive or dishonest in selling. So hopefully none of you guys hit
Sounds like
that
Nebraska.
point with darn farmers. No, they're good. They're good.
All right, boys, let's get out of here. I mean, we're already way over. We've been going way over every week, so it doesn't matter. All right, Bri, give him a God bless, my brother.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. God bless you and God bless America.
All right, kicking you out. Vinny, tell him good night.
Have a great night, everybody. Yeah, definitely. All the same. Happy everything to you.
All right, it is down to me now. Thank you, everybody. I wish everybody a great holiday. We want to thank our troops and first responders for everything they do. Also, you might be without a fatty next Tuesday. It's possible, but we might try to do a recorded show before then. But if we cannot, I will see you guys after the new year. But Illegal Ham will still go off Tuesday at 6 p.m. with my cousin Vinny and Big Bry and possibly another guest to help out on the sports side.
Interesting.
So just give you a heads up, but it all depends on how we do here. But thank you to everybody. We thank you guys so much for watching, chiming in. Everybody, Eve, Eva, Jose, I saw you here. Justin, Chris, Tiff, thank you so much for chiming in. My mom, all of our families. This has been almost like a year and a half. We're going on now. I mean, we're at 84 episodes, right?
84.
84 episodes. So we're almost to 100. But thank you guys for watching. And if there's anything that you want us to talk about, whether via top 3 or Fat Boy Tuesday or anything like that, it doesn't even have to be food for Fat Boy Tuesday. Fat Boy Tuesday is just us.
Absolutely.
So if you have a topic you want us to hash out or we want to get into, hit us up, message us, get a hold of us. Everybody knows how to, right up there at the top of the screen. You can get us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. I get all the messages. So does Vinny. So does Bry. So thank you guys for watching, and Merry Christmas. And we are uncorked, unloaded, and on the dog. Let's go. Say it.
Be congenial.